So, baby, I was thinking. I was thinking. Well, this is a weird date, isn't it? Except it's not real. But this is a weird date that's real. And I figured, given my love life, this is the best way to have some dates in my life. Call me, please. I was scrolling on the Amazons and not the rainforest, despite what some of you might think I look like. I don't belong in a jungle, thank you very much. I was doing up the scrollings. I came across these. I asked myself, what's Amazon doing interjecting themselves in people's love lives, offering weird dates? I think the joke ran its course during the opening skit, didn't it?
Kind of.
But here we are in a video that nobody asked for. However, given the fact I'm a big rat boy who loves the munchies, I figured it would be a food-related video that comes back to this channel on the day I come back. And munchies is not referring to what you are thinking, probably, but you could argue that some of these flavors, someone in the factory is doing up munchies, because what are you thinking? So, I'm first going to be trying this creamy peanut butter true date. I mean, they're making the same joke that I was doing in the beginning, but it's less ironic this time. First going to be trying, of course, this peanut butter one, and then as time goes on in this video, the flavors will get weirder. I'll save the weirdest one, in my opinion, for the end. But to be honest, maybe it's a spoiler alert. Everything after this and before the last, you could interchange them. They're just strange AF in my opinion. So, the creamy peanut butter, and I'm looking here because that's where I can see myself, okay? Just because I got 4 eyes doesn't mean I can see myself from every angle. That's not how things work.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Usually, there are nut-filled dates, and get your mind out the gutter, because I don't know what you're being served, okay? There are nut-filled dates, such as almond-filled dates. I think there's pistachio ones, walnut ones, so it's not entirely out of the question to have something of a nut variety in a date. But when you're saying creamy peanut butter, I assume it's going to be inside, so it's not that weird, but, you know, in the grand scheme of things of date variety, great opening skills, that is, in the grand scheme of things, maybe it's a little bit weird, right? Ooh, I haven't even opened the package fully, and I'm getting a whiff of peanut butter. Now, spoiler alert, and it's not really a spoiler, but I love peanut butter, okay? I'm an absolute fiend for it. Just ASMR. Woo! Absolutely was not ASMR. Get a... Okay, so it's giving peanut butter as you would expect. Can you see? I'm scared because last video, or one of the previous videos, I did that and everything tipped out. So, can you see inside there? It doesn't look obviously the most appetizing. However, they do look nice. I'll get one out. It smells like peanut butter, but it smells like powdered peanut butter. If anyone knows of powdered, honestly, you could argue, yes, it doesn't look the most appealing. However, just to give a shout out really quickly, the people who made these, well, it says produced by True in Denmark. So shout out all my Danes out there. We'll give this a taste. I'm very interested because it looks like a leopard has reproduced with a date. Cheeky business. Right, I'll tell you one thing. These people don't care about my teeth. They're not the best in the world already. Look, they're all like crooked and stuff. They're doing dance moves in my mouth. You need... make things biteable, please. I'm literally gonna have to bite the date bullet and just chuck it in my gob because I ain't got a Scooby on what I'm supposed to do here. I'm not breaking my teeth for this video, so here you go. Now the peanut butter flavor is subtle. It's not overpowering as you might expect from something that looks like it's just had peanut butter spunk all over it. Now, I'm a big fan of dates in general. However, I will say that because of the subtletyness of it, you don't actually taste much else than a normal date. However, I will still indulge. Now, sorry, that's very rude of me.
Police! Police! Help!
Now, would I recommend this? Yes, if you like peanut butter and you like the subtle taste of peanut butter when something is not overpowering, because some peanut related things, English, are too much. And this is not too much, but again, in my opinion, I could argue that this is just like eating a normal date. So do you really want to pay the £2+ that I paid for this? I'm not sure. Right, the next one, the dirty jokes just keep on coming because we got some sweet peach here. Now, is this going to be a peach where you bite into it and it's like, get away from me, never call me again? Or is it going to be that booty call that we all wish we had in life? No, I don't wish for that because I'm quite content as life is right now. So, once again, opened. The sweet peach definitely hits you in the face right away. I mean, I will say from the two that I've had right now, it is giving very smell. If you're a fan of smell-o-vision, well, obviously we don't have that, but it would be useful here. If you like the smell of things, then you like this. What does that even mean? So that's how they look inside. You can see a twang of pink, I guess, but on a whole, they look like normal dates, really, but a bit sugar-fied, I guess. Yes, you can smell the peach. However, I will say most fruit-flavored things can be hit or miss. Now, Denmark, I need you to be true in delivering this. Let's go. I'm going to try the bite test, but if it fails me, I'm just putting it all in my mouth once again. Okay. Again, my throat almost closed up on itself as if to say, what is going on up there? I immediately tasted sugar and a bit of sourness. So the sweet is already giving not true. Okay, but let's go, shall we? They're very interesting. They have a little bit of a sour twang as you first put it in your mouth. But then as you chew, that sourness dissipates. I bet you think I didn't know what that word meant. And then you're left with the sweet peach, which, hey, I mean, correct advertising, so well done on that front. But I actually like this. There definitely is more of the advertised flavor than the peanut butter one. So I would recommend you try this if you like peach. Definitely. And here's the thing. If you got kids and you want them to eat dates. Now, I'm going to look at the ingredients. Okay, we've got some acid in the form of malic acid, okay, not the substance variety. You got some vegetable fat from coconut, which obviously, depending on if you actually consume coconut fat / oil in your life, who knows. But there's nothing inherently that bad. If you got kids, maybe this is a way of getting them to eat dates as a more natural means of consuming sugar. But that's up to you to decide. I actually like these ones. Look at the shine on that. He's sweating. I like these. We'll move on to the next. Okay, the next two, I would say, are definitely weirder than the peach and the peanut butter. But they could be interchangeable, right? You could have this one or the next one here. But honestly, sour apple? What do we do? First of all, this don't look... Where is it? This does not look like an apple, okay? It looks like a ring of a kiwi or a lime, right? So that's false advertising, to be honest. Sour apple. Now, I don't like sour things. Shock horror, especially when they are doing up too much sour to the point where you're like, my tongue is bleeding, someone call an ambulance, and I can't even get into the bag, so they don't even want me to eat it. But I'm very confused on how or why you would think this is needed on a date. Sniff test, right? Come on. I can't get in. I can't. Just, yeah, it's like, again, it's like the peanut butter one in that you can kind of get the vibe that there's some apple business going on. But, like, it's very faint. I'm not sure if they just gave up halfway through. They're like, wait, sour apple might be a bad idea. Again, they kind of look like the peach one. Don't know why there's a twang of pink on the screen there, but I promise you it's apple of some kind. Very, very sugary looking. I mean, the ingredients are not different to the peach one, so that's interesting, and I've just spat on myself for some reason. It's like my saliva is escaping because it doesn't want to do this, but I'll do the bite test again, right? Okay, definitely a little bit more sour than the peach. This one is interesting because, dare I say, I like it more than the peach one. And the sour aspect, well,
What the is going on in here on this day?
it nearly choked me there. It's not as sour as you might expect something that's sour apple to be, if that makes sense. So I'm actually a big fan of this. They are very much swaying me over in Denmark. You little cheeky devils, aren't you? So sour apple was one thing. Now we've got sour watermelon. And at least they actually look like watermelons on the packaging. I'm expecting similar here. So far, I'm actually a big fan of all of these. Now, would I sit there scrolling Amazon to buy them again? I'm not sure. Because, first of all, oh, you know that strawberry sweet taste smell? Not the actual smell of a watermelon. And I think I said strawberry, so I don't know what's going on in my brain right now. But that smell of watermelon sweets, that's what this is. I'll show the camera once again. Again, there's kind of a twang of pink again. They look like this, less sugary, and actually, they look lighter in color than the other dates. The other dates were a bit more darker. Again, the watermelon smell is there. Taste, okay, sorry for that saliva, but that is definitely more sour than the apple one, which is interesting. So we'll give dentist is gonna have fun with me, aren't they? Let's go. You saw that? Sorry about that. You see where the apple sourness was inoffensive. You could deal with it. Not a fan of these ones. The watermelon ones, they're not the one. Avoid this, but, you know...
Oh, my.
If you like watermelon... Actually, the watermelon flavour is... It's not even strong enough to warrant buying this, I'm not gonna lie. So, if you do want to try it, that's up to you. But I wouldn't recommend this. And then lastly, just because I looked at the viewfinder and this is coming up to 17 minutes of recording, I don't know who is going to sit there watching me eat dates for that length of time. So I apologize in advance. But cola. Sour cola. This company has an obsession, first of all, with sour things. What is going on over there? But cola. Genuinely, first of all, thank you for actually looking like cola. And I guess it's a cola sweet, which makes sense. I don't know what was going on in the meetings. I don't understand the concept, really. But I'm a big... I got a whiff. And dare I say, my childhood memories came flooding back. Cola bottles. If anyone remembers those little sour cola bottles. Oh my goodness, you don't believe right now how... You don't believe? Well... You something along those lines of you can't fathom how happy I am right now, despite my face looking like a slapped ass, okay? Oh my god, it is genuinely like it. Here is the inside of it. You can barely see. Once again, I don't anticipate it looks different, except other than that is very different looking. It looks like it's crash landed from space. I'm gonna have to indulge in the combined morphed thing. We'll lick it first. Okay. A little bit of a twang of the cola, but the real test lies when I shove it in my mouth. My goodness. No joke. Wow, that is genuinely like having the old school cola bottles, but like healthy version, you could say. Definitely, I wouldn't say healthy version, but maybe better than having the actual sour cola bottles. But I'm a big fan of this. So if we're doing a tier list, at the bottom is the watermelon, get out my face. Then you've got peach, and actually no, I think I said I preferred the peach to the peanut butter. So then it's peanut butter, just because it kind of tastes of nothing, right? Just a normal date, but kind of lacking the sweetness of a normal date. So it's like the date just doesn't exist. Then the peach, then the apple, and then this. This, I might even say, purely based on nostalgia, has topped the list. So that's been me trying weird dates in a video once again nobody has asked for, but there you go. Hopefully, I will be uploading on this channel at least once a week, and please hold me accountable to that, because I do enjoy filming on this channel, and it breaks up the pace of the main channel, the commentaries and stuff like that. So definitely, if you're new here, please support. I'll be doing more videos hopefully, but again, hold me accountable. Give me a virtual slap or something across the face. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, boom, boom. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, ba boom. And predominantly, I don't want to pigeonhole myself, of course, but predominantly this will be a food-related channel, because I do already eat a lot going out and trying new things. So I'll bring you guys along with me. It just makes sense. But I will do other things if I'm doing other things in life. And who knows where this channel will take us, right? So thank you guys for watching this, if you've made it this far anyway. I'll see you next time for something food related, probably. Bye. Goodness. Want a date?